We bought a house! Ta-da! My husband and I were looking for over a year for a house, and we made 7 offers on houses and went to 2 auctions, and we were always outbid. The housing market's just kind of tough right now in the US in certain areas, like especially where we are, Maryland. It was super discouraging and heartbreaking because you fall in love with the house and then it's ripped away from you because somebody has more money than you. So we only were able to get this house because my dad found it. He has kind of a hobby of driving around and looking for abandoned houses. This one he noticed, and one day there was a dumpster out front of the house, so my dad drove right up and asked if they were cleaning it out to sell it, and they said yeah. And he asked would they be willing to sell it off market to his daughter, me. If it was put on the market, we wouldn't have been able to afford it because someone else with more money would have bought it. So amazingly they agreed, and they sold it to us for a very good price for this market. So we were very thankful and grateful and feeling very blessed, and very, very grateful to my dad for doing that. Here it is. So this is the dining room where I'm standing currently. And so right now we're in the process of moving out of our apartment, and we're gonna move most of our stuff into the garage here while we are fixing it up, and then we're gonna be staying most likely at my parents' house for maybe a couple months while we make it more livable here. The amazing part about this house is that it's not in bad condition. There's definitely some issues that we have to solve before we're able to move in, like having potable water and patching up the roof. Besides that, it's not really so bad. A lot of the features that already exist we really like, and the house was built in the 60s, and it's a split level, which is very like classic of the 60s. These were popping up all over the place. Gavin and I always said that the split level was like the last type of house we would ever want. When we came here to tour it, we realized that there's actually something really special about a split level. But this is the living room. They did leave us the lamp, and they did leave us this wood chair, so that's cool. A gorgeous giant window, which is amazing and lets in so much light. Yeah, let's look at the kitchen. Okay, this is the kitchen, and this is the only room I filmed when we first saw the house, because I was like, wow, I want this as inspiration, even if we don't get the house, because it felt like we weren't going to get it. It felt like maybe they wanted more than we could afford. Amazingly, it worked out anyway, but I took a video of this room because I was looking at the wallpaper and the wood cabinets and just the quaintness of it is really sweet, and it's just something that I really adore. And so we're hoping to be able to keep the wallpaper. I think we want to have some sort of hoosier or something on this wall, and then maybe put shelving on the other wall. We're still figuring it out. And we got a back door, which is adorable, and the door goes to an outdoor porch, or what's it called? A screened-in porch, which is the coolest thing ever. I don't know. Screened-in porches are, I think, a little bit underrated, so I'm very pumped about that. It's so cool. I'm going to hopefully take a little time today and clean, just like sweep it and have it usable, which would be cool because it's a bit sketchy out there right now. It's just kind of gross. The main things that we kind of need to change is maybe like the stove. Like, we cook a lot and we cook with woks, and we need like a flame, so we're gonna try and get a gas stove in here. I think my dad was saying that they're just like plywood cabinets, which used to be like the cheapest type of cabinet you could have. So it's not like they're like oak or cherry. They're not like cherry, strong, like sturdy cabinets. They're like kind of flimsy and floppy, which is like, I don't care. I like them. I like them. They're cute. I don't know. So, kitchen. Ta-da! And here is the screened-in porch. I started actually pulling some vines up already. I probably should have left them because it would have been more impressive how overgrown it was. But for the before and after, or whatever, you know. But there's quite a lot of vines coming up through the floor and through the side. So we have to redo the, what's it called? What's this called? The screens. We have to redo the screens because they're really old and they have a lot of holes in them. And the other night we were here and birds were just flying through. And, you know, and that's cool, but maybe not so cool. And they left us some screen material. We can use that. See? And then the actual deck is looking really good, or the actual floor is looking really good. The steps leading up to it are a little rickety, but they're okay for now. There's a picnic table here that just needs a little cleaning up. But besides that, I mean, this area is great. I don't know, just to be able to sit outside and not worry about mosquitoes is crazy. Yeah. This is the downstairs. It's not exactly a basement because it's a split level. So this is like the lower level where some of it is kind of, it's not even really below ground. But that's the greenhouse, which I'll take you to in a second. But this floor is split into two sections. The section behind you is kind of like a square where there's some closets and there's a bathroom, there's a powder room, and there's a laundry room. And then this side has the wood stove and it's a little bit kind of cozy area. It's got some built-in shelving over there, which is pretty cool. And it's got the access to the greenhouse, which is incredible. So this floor is pretty amazing. And I feel like I'm going to be down here a lot of the time. Okay, there's two kind of big problems with this level. The crawl space is getting loaded up with water because there's something wrong with the plumbing and it is filled with mold currently. The other problem with this level is that these tiles on the floor are made of asbestos. Most people know this, but homes that were built between like the 50s to the late 70s were a lot of times made with asbestos tile and siding because they thought it was awesome. And then they realized it wasn't as awesome as they thought because it gives you mesothelioma. So they were like, oh, it's toxic. Let's stop using it. So they did, but all these houses still have it because this is what it was built with before they figured that out. We were peeling up the carpet that was on half of the floor, and we discovered that some of the tiles just started popping up by themselves. And we were like, dang, if it's that easy for them to come out, then we should just pop them out. We should just remove it. Then we never have to think of it ever again, instead of always thinking like, okay, you know, like a couple inches below this hardwood floor is, or not hard, we couldn't even use hardwood floor because you have to nail that in and you can't nail through this because it'll release dust. So it's just complicated. Just because they're so old, they're not like in here very sturdily anymore. If we pop these out, because it's concrete underneath, and then we can kind of start fresh and figure out what we actually want as a floor. So this is the greenhouse. Ta-da! When I saw this, I kind of said to Gavin, like, we actually have to buy this house. We have to. We need it. I mean, this is kind of the dream, right? I don't know. I can't believe it. I come in here and I just look around and I'm just like in awe that I get to stand in here. It's crazy. Look at this. It keeps going. I mean, it doesn't go that far. It's not that big, but it's adorable. And it's enough. I mean, it's plenty of space for me and what I would use it for. We gotta fix it because there's a lot of glass that's broken. So we do have to fix it up a bit before I think we can really start using it properly. I don't know, everywhere I look in this house, there's so much potential. There's so much, like I have a vision for the home, and I know that we can make it amazing, and it's just very exciting. The bathroom upstairs itself is pretty cute, and I don't mind the wallpaper, but the tiles in the shower are definitely kind of falling apart, and a lot of things could be done to make it more comfortable and user-friendly in there. Upstairs, there's 3 bedrooms. You can see the awnings that are on the windows, but this is the primary bedroom. It's the biggest, it's got the most space, and it's got the biggest closets. This bedroom, Gavin and I are currently fighting over which of us will get this as an office, because it's got 2 windows, and we both kind of want it, but also we kind of need a spare, we kind of would like a guest bedroom. So we got to figure out what makes the most sense. And then there's one more bedroom here, and it's very little. It's a little box. And that'll be whoever's office. This one isn't, because we don't have kids currently, and so this is like the only time in our lives, I think, that we'll be able to have like actual home offices. So we're trying to take advantage and enjoy them. You said you have a surprise? Mm-hmm. Is it a puppy?
Huh?
A puppy?
No.
That's good. I can't afford a puppy.
Is that asbestos right now?
It is. Super asbestos.
Yikes.
Yeah. She wanted it.
She wanted it, I think.
She was like, they picked the most perfect one. Yay! Thank you!
You're welcome.
That's beautiful. Oh yeah. You get a close look of that.
The tag. It's the long one, not the flat one.
So,
Okay, I think the long
Gotcha.
ones are better, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
hooray! Why? Oh, I thought that was like a bug. Yep.
My sister Faith and her boyfriend dropped us off a persimmon tree, and so Gavin and I decided for our first thing we would do for the house is plant some trees in the yard. So we planted persimmon and some service berries. Look, Gavin. Mulch.
Wow. Beautiful.
This is going to be a really lengthy process of working on the house and making it nice. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Woodloo, woodloo, the life of Rosalind is the life for